Officer Lizzy was known for her unmatched dedication to her job, always proactive and relentless in pursuing justice. In her early 30s, she had already built a reputation as one of the most efficient officers in her precinct, taking on challenging cases with confidence. When the assignment to arrest Smart, a notorious gang leader in his late 30s, landed on her desk, she knew this would be her biggest case yet. Smart was no ordinary criminal. Handsome and charming, he had evaded law enforcement for years, running an elaborate drug ring that had left destruction in its wake. But Officer Lizzy wasn't one to back down. After months of painstaking surveillance and strategic planning, Lizzy finally managed to arrest Smart, charging him with drug trafficking and other severe crimes. He was sentenced to 3 years in prison, and Lizzy's career soared. At 31, she stood in church for a special Thanksgiving service, praising God for her successful career. Yet, despite all her achievements, there was one area of her life that remained unfulfilled: her desire to start a family. After the service, Lizzy approached her pastor to seek prayers, confiding in him her hopes of finding a husband. Together, they prayed for divine guidance. Days later, during a period of fasting and prayer, Lizzy had a revelation that shook her to the core. She saw Smart, the very man she had put behind bars, as her future husband. She dismissed the vision at first, certain that it was some kind of trick by the devil to deceive her. But the revelation came again and again, 3 times in total. The final straw came when she had a strange encounter with 2 individuals who asked her for directions to a street named Smart Street. The coincidences were too significant to ignore. Conflicted and confused, Officer Lizzy decided to visit Smart in prison. She brought with her a Bible and a handwritten note tucked inside. The note simply read, "Hi Smart, I am Officer Lizzy, the one who arrested you. I brought you this Bible to introduce you to the salvation of Jesus Christ. I hope you will surrender your life to Him." When Lizzy arrived at the prison, Smart was called out to meet her. Upon seeing her, his expression hardened. Without a word, Lizzy handed him the Bible, but Smart, filled with anger and resentment, threw it across the room, storming back to his cell without even reading the note. Lizzy left the prison, disheartened, wondering if she had made a mistake. Later that night, Smart, in the quiet of his cell, retrieved the Bible. He was curious about what Lizzy had written. As he read her note and began flipping through the pages, something shifted inside him. He found himself reading more and more, feeling drawn to the message of forgiveness and redemption. Over the next few months, Smart's heart softened, and he finally gave his life to Christ. 2 years passed, and Smart's transformation became evident to everyone around him. Upon his release, he joined a local church, where he quickly became involved in the choir. His deep, resonant voice and newfound passion for Christ caught the attention of a record label owner who attended the same church. Soon, Smart was signed to the label, and within a few years, he became a well-known gospel musician with over 10 million followers on social media. 5 years later, during a national television interview, Smart shared his testimony. He spoke about his dark past, his time in jail, and the police officer who, unknowingly, had introduced him to the love of Christ. "Her name is Officer Lizzy," he said, his voice filled with emotion. "She saved my life, not just by arresting me, but by leading me to salvation." The interview went viral, and it wasn't long before Lizzy's colleagues at the precinct were buzzing with the news. They excitedly shared the clip with her, and Lizzy was overwhelmed. She never expected that her small act of faith would lead to such a dramatic change in Smart's life. Days later, Smart arrived at the station to personally thank her. He was a different man, calm, confident, and filled with gratitude. As they spoke, a bond began to form between them. What had once seemed impossible now felt like destiny. Over the next year, Smart and Lizzy grew close. They prayed together, shared their dreams, and forged a deep connection. One evening, in the very church where Smart had found his new life, he proposed to Lizzy, thanking God for the second chance he had received. Their wedding was a testimony of faith, redemption, and divine purpose. What had begun as an arrest turned into a love story that captivated millions, inspiring people everywhere to believe in the power of transformation.